NYSE-listed Babcock and Wilcox is set to ring the closing bell this afternoon. But before that, they made some news. This morning, the company announcing that it selected Siemens Energy to provide steam turbine generator sets for its project to deliver 1 gigawatt of power for a digital AI factory. Joining me now with more is Kenny Young, Babcock and Wilcox's chairman and CEO. Kenny, welcome.
Thank you. Good morning.
Congratulations on this deal.
Thank you.
What's it all about?
Well, it's exciting for us. So Applied Digital, obviously one of the developers in data centers and AI factories, and has been for many, many years, actually has retained us and using us to build out the electricity to drive another data center, a plant. So as you mentioned, about 1.2 gigawatt worth of power is going to be located at this particular site. B&W provides a turnkey program to deliver that power to those particular sites. The location still to be determined, but the announcement this morning was exciting for us because we selected Siemens as the steam turbine partner to be combined with the B&W boiler set and all of the construction, installation, and environmental services we provide. So collectively together, those two companies will produce the 1.2 gigawatt to power this data center for Applied Digital.
How does this move the needle for your company?
Well, a significant contract for us. B&W has been around since 1867. Over the years, they have built power plants all over the world, coal plants, fossil fuel, natural gas, and others. A few years ago, we took the steps to actually trim a lot of international new build for us, to focus on parts and services, and to focus more in North America. Cash flows were stronger here, bonding, other capabilities, security packages were stronger here. So our intent was to focus on new build and larger projects in North America, with the advent of not only the data centers and other aspects, but the utilities side as well, who are all building new power plants and new technologies to meet baseload generation demand. So this fits within our strategy to drive forward. It's obviously a sizable contract for us, and we're very excited about the opportunity to do this. The advantage for us is that we can deliver this solution by the end of 28, where other data centers and companies that are looking at combustion turbines, combined cycle or simple cycle, the delivery dates on those turbines are in the 2031s, 32, 33. So in this particular case, Applied would be up and running, providing power to their data center customer by the end of 28. And so that's an exciting development, is that we can fit within that infrastructure, but be faster to the marketplace than other methods.
Overall, how is your firm uniquely positioned to provide the power needed to support AI and its continued build out?
Great question. So B&W, again, being around so long, but our focus is delivering power, both to the industrial and to the utility sector. So we have been in position to build out power plants for all of the utility aspect in the U.S., as well as the large industrial companies in the U.S. So our technologies, simply put, we build boiler systems that create steam. Steam drives turbines to create electricity. So we've been doing this now, like you said, since 1867, all over the world. So large projects, small projects is something that's in our DNA. And so we are uniquely positioned because we have the turnkey technology to make this happen.
We're speaking here at the start of 2026. It's the first full trading week of the year.
Exciting.
What would make a successful 2026 for your firm?
Well, so we are excited about 2026 because the demand for our core business products and services, just the extension of coal plants in the U.S., natural gas in the U.S. So setting data centers aside for a moment, we are actually going to be increasing our EBITDA this year by 40% year over year. For 25 to 26. And that's just based on our core business and taking care of the parts and services and the wear and tear of power plants. And that's because they're being used more and more. Baseload generation demand, again, excluding data centers, is on an all-time high. Electric vehicles, new manufacturing coming back into the U.S., on and on. So that demand is causing wear and tear. So those parts and services and maintenance services we provide increases our revenues and obviously cash flows. So this year we're looking to grow our EBITDA just on our core business. And we put out an initial guidance of 70 to 85 million of EBITDA for 2026. Doesn't include anything from the data center. So as we start to implement this data center project, which we've recognized a little revenue, but not significant toward the 1.2 billion. That will happen more in 26. That will actually increase, obviously, our production on our revenue, on our EBITDA and cash flow significantly in 26, but truly it will be very significant 27 and 28. And then we have a couple other projects along the same size and lines that we're talking about with Applied that would start to happen in 27, 28, 29. So.
Talk to me about the evolution of your customer base and what that means for investors.
So from a historic basis, B&W focused a lot on the boiler aspect inside, again, utilities here in the U.S. and industrials, paper and pulp, oil and gas, and other aspects. Along with the data center revolution, which is now creating new customers. Hyperscalers are now customers. Data center developers are now customers that are happening out there. On top of that, B&W has been investing in new technology to create hydrogen, very inexpensive, low-cost hydrogen from solid fuels, but capture CO2. We've also invested in CO2 capture in other areas. So now what we're seeing is our customer base is expanding, not shifting, but expanding. So the utilities are growing for us, but at the same time, data centers, hyperscalers, and now large oil and gas companies are expanding for us as well too, as we move more into hydrogen and alternate fuel production using some of our newer technologies.
Are you excited to ring the closing bell today?
Oh, super excited. Glad to be here.
Yeah, congratulations
Thank
again, and all the best in 2026. That's Kenny Young. He's Babcock & Wilcox's chairman and CEO. Joining me here in studio ahead of the closing bell. We'll see you back on Taking Stock, our closing bell show.
Awesome. Thank you.